Shoot the lights out high till it's bright out. Oh, just another lonely night. Are you willing to sacrifice your life?
So this video is exactly about what was mentioned in the title. Today we are going to be bone smashing. So what bone smashing is, it uses Wolff's law. It says that a bone in a healthy animal will adapt to the stress which is placed on it, and it will form new bones or whatever, new bone structure. So today we are going to simulate that kind of mechanical stress so that our bones adapt and grow. But this time it's going to be a little bit different, because the bones which are going to adapt are going to be the bones in our face. Mainly I'm going to target the zygomatic bones, which are the cheekbones here. We have to be a bit careful with this area because it has a lot of nerves and these are connected to the eyes. But first we should mark the areas which we are going to be smashing. So I've got a pen here, a simple pen, and I'll be right back. Let me just mark my face. So here I have marked my zygomatic bones. Yes, I have pretty high set cheekbones. So let's get smashing. For a metal hammer, I would advise you to use light strikes, nothing too heavy, because that will cause asymmetries. So let's take little light strikes like this. Just like that on your face. Let's start.
I know this pretty singer. I wish you could have seen her. I know she got some problems.
Okay, so next up we have the rubber hammer. Now, I don't know what that thing is, but it's definitely softer than metal, and I think this is more efficient. Yeah, we can say that this is more efficient. So if you have a choice over this or a metal hammer, you should choose this hammer, which is a rubber one, I think. So let's get smashing with this. For this hammer, I would advise you to use a bit more force, like this. So let's get smashing. So for the next one, I am going to be using a massage gun. So I would advise you to use a clock with you, because we cannot count how many taps the machine does on your face. So this is the gun. Looks pretty cool. And these are all of the modules. So first I'm going to start with this silicone ball, and yeah. So the silicone modules work has been done. I'm going to be moving to a much harder module, this module. So this, I think it's a bit risky because it's like super hard outside. The silicone module had, its surface was a bit soft, but let's see what happens. Next we're going to do the infraorbital. So these are the bones right here near the nose, just below the eyes and near the nose. These are really sensitive bones. You don't need lots of pressure for them, so you can just use the corner of your phone to hit it. So for the infraorbital, I'm going to be using the corner of my phone, the edge of the phone. So let's start. I don't know if y'all can see, but this part of my face has swollen up, but that means it's working. So keep going. Also, if you're going to use the machine for the infraorbital bones, then you'll need this kind of module. Also, if you're using this machine for the infraorbital bones, then you'll need a much narrower module because that will hit the bone in the right place. So a module like this, but fair warning, it's going to hurt like hell. But let's get into it. So I'm done with my bone smashing routine, but I would also like to discuss something else. So online, bone smashing has received a lot of criticism because the idea of a child or a teenager hitting their face repeatedly is considered toxic. So yeah, it might be considered toxic, but the thing is, if you want to become something which no one else is willing to become, then you have to do something which no one else is willing to do. So you can have your own ideas in the comments, but yeah. So yeah, I'll be coming up with more looks maxing content in some time. So stay tuned for upcoming videos and thank you for watching.